Good morning, Jets Nation. Welcome to the Jude Jets Show. And today we're going to be talking about a player the Jets got in a trade, a longtime player the New York Jets cut, and some potential scoop on what an Aaron Rodgers trade could potentially look like. So let's go ahead and break down all of that stuff. Starting off with the Chuck Clark trade, the New York Jets received the 27-year-old safety for only a 2024 7th-round pick. Clark also barely eats up any cap space as well. I mean, this was an excellent move by Joe Douglas, especially considering that the New York Jets needed help at the safety position, and we get one through a trade, and it barely costed us anything. And Chuck Clark is a solid player as well. He was one of the best tackling safeties according to Pro Football Focus last season. Want to say they had him ranked as the 8th best tackling safety in the NFL last year, which, I mean, top 10 is always a great thing to be. He's also extremely versatile. He played all over for the Baltimore Ravens last season. I mean, just listen to this. He played 612 snaps at safety, 113 at outside linebacker, 128 at slot cornerback, 55 at inside linebacker, 54 at edge, 50 at outside cornerback, and 15 on the interior of the defensive line. Chuck Clark is literally the definition of a Swiss Army knife, and the New York Jets can play this man wherever they want him to. He's also a very reliable player. He holds the streak for the most consecutive snaps played in the NFL with 1,248 consecutive snaps. The dude has not missed a snap since week 16 of the 2021 NFL season. So the dude is a healthy, reliable, solid player that's going to be bringing some juice to this New York Jets safety room and some juice that we desperately need. I mean, he's overall a solid player, obviously a great tackler. He's solid in coverage, but, I mean, he was better than both Jordan Whitehead and LaMarcus Joyner next season, and who knows whose spot he's going to take, because the New York Jets might decide to cut Whitehead, we might decide to not re-sign LaMarcus Joyner, and that's most likely going to happen. So Chuck Clark could be a starter for the Jets next season. He could be death, could be a Swiss Army piece that we just want to do whatever with, but either way, Jets got themselves a solid player in Chuck Clark for fairly cheap. We also cut Berrios yesterday, and this was a bittersweet move because Berrios has been here for 4 years, was a fan favorite player, was an All-Pro in 2021, and just someone that you hate to see let go. But after a pretty disappointing 2022 season where he did not look like his past self at all, and with him eating up around $6 million a cap this year, the New York Jets just had to let him go. And we actually wanted to keep him on the team this year, wanted getting him back on a restructured deal, but sadly the two sides couldn't come to a restructured deal, so Berrios is now going to be a free agent. And Sauce Gardner on his Twitch stream last night, which was an excellent watch, and if you watched it, you know what I'm talking about, but on his Twitch stream last night, he said that if Aaron Rodgers comes to the Jets, it's a package deal all over. I can't tell y'all who, but just no. So it seems like the New York Jets are going to be getting more than Aaron Rodgers in a potential trade, and the Packers are going to be getting more than picks. Now, for a while now, I felt that the New York Jets would probably have to send over picks and a player to get Aaron Rodgers, but it could potentially be 2 players, maybe even 3, and the Packers are also sending over players as well, and you can also expect some draft picks to be included in this deal too. So this Aaron Rodgers trade is going to be absolutely insane, and it makes you wondering which player are the Packers going to potentially send over with Aaron Rodgers. Is it going to be a defensive guy? Is it going to be an offensive lineman? It's been rumored that the Packers and David Bakhtiari could split ways, and Rodgers and Bakhtiari are close. Maybe it's Rodgers and Bakhtiari for a couple picks, but at the same time, I would find it very hard to believe that the Jets could afford both Rodgers and Bakhtiari under the cap, but anything is possible. Just trying to keep minds open right here, but most likely it's going to be Rodgers, maybe some depth piece, and the Jets send over Corey Davis, 2 seconds, and that's what the trade ends up being. But nonetheless, pretty interesting that the Jets are going to potentially get more than Rodgers in a trade. But yeah, that's today's video. Hoping we get some Aaron Rodgers news very soon, because I just want to know if he's going to be our quarterback or not. And at this point, it's all up to him, because it sounds like the Jets and Packers are ready to get a trade made. It just depends on what Rodgers wants to do. So I guess we'll have to wait. But I'm your host, Jet, signing off for now. See you guys later.